So we have the Atwood heater in our RV, and what we had was the heater would run, but when I compared it to a friend's, it was not keeping the same temperatures as theirs was. Like the outside exhaust you could feel, and it wasn't as hot. And I had trouble just getting it to run at first, and then we adjusted the prongs. We cleaned the prongs and everything, and couldn't figure out what it was. So this is the regulator. So I took it out because I read where, or this is the switch for turning the fuel on and off as it comes in and out. I'm sure it regulates volume too, but it's not the regulator when everybody talks about it, but that's by the actual propane tank. So I've done the research, and we tried turning the propane on inside the camper, and noticed it ran fine. All three burners would run on high, and I could turn on the water heater. It ran fine. This didn't run. So we took it apart. We took this off. We took the burner off the end, and then when I took this out, I found out that inside here, I could see in this little nozzle, and I don't know if we get close enough if we can see or not. But it's clogged up. So it's clogged up there. Let's see if it. See, it's not zooming in. Sorry, guys. It's clogged up. Well, what I found was, see all these little bugs? All those little bugs were inside the end of this here, and you can still see some of them coming out now. So they've got in there and got a nest, and I don't know how many times I'll do this. I'm gonna clean it out, but I thought I'd share that with you guys. It looks like it's gonna be an easy fix once I get it cleaned. I'm sure they're up inside the throat here and stuff, so I'm gonna try to clean that best I can. But that's what it was, and I figured I'd share it with guys. It wasn't more than about 6 screws to take this out and slide this out. So here's the whole unit. I'm putting it back actually in the RV, but this is how it comes out of the RV. And there's 3 screws, 1, 2, and 3 you'll find inside there, and it sits inside the RV like this. So when I took it out, the first thing I noticed was just past here there was a bug in there, and I could see in that little gap right there, there was what we call stink bug in there. So that's when I took this out to clean it, and that's when we found everything inside. But this is just to help anybody else that has this issue with theirs. They'll know. This is a little trick here too. That there's just a little piece of tape. When we took this out to clean it last time, the igniter, we had a hard time, so we actually just put the screw through the piece of tape, and that held it on the end of the screwdriver, and then we were able to pull the screwdriver out. And we did that whole piece in there with all this still inside the camper. Had I known it was just 3 screws to get this whole thing out, we would have taken it all out. But we live and we learn. Hope this helps somebody. So we got the unit back together, and it ran beautiful. Heated really quick. One thing I noticed right away was when we turned the heat off inside before, that blower used to turn off right away. Now it's turned off now, but it's been 2 or 3 minutes. Before, when we turn off the heater inside, this would turn off right away. It was cool. That's how cool the exhaust coming out of here was. And you know, it's just help you guys figure out what's wrong with yours when you're trying to figure it out. Those were some of the symptoms we saw with our unit when it wasn't working right. With that all cleaned out and running that right, I couldn't keep my hand here when it was going anymore. I had to have my hand way back here. Otherwise it was burning my hand up here. Before, I used to be able to hold my hand right there and it wouldn't burn the hand. So that was one of the things. It was going, it was running. It was just, the air inside was just not even warm. It was just dribbling warm compared to outside. Now we turned it on, right away we could feel the heat inside. So I hope that helps somebody else trying to fix their RV system. It was actually a very simple process, and it took us, without any experience in doing this, maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes at the most.